Hey everybody. The last live stream I did, for some reason, it didn't have audio. I did it quick too because it was just one of those things that I just wanted to get out and be done with. So it looks like every time I do that, hopefully, oh, what it just, okay. Hopefully we'll have audio. So I'm going to go along as I did last time. Forgive me. Here we go. So I want to explain something. On the 3rd, when I drove up into the alley to park behind Pizza King to get me a small pizza, there was a traffic stop there. So what I did, you see this right here? This is the screenshot of my phone that was on my dash. See this button right here? I pushed it so it keeps the phone locked just in case cops try to take it from me. It can never unlock it. So when it's done recording or it runs out of battery, boom, it just goes back into lock mode. All right. So here's what happened, and here's the evidence of me moving up into that parking lot, trying to park, and then them telling me to back up, and I do so.
Yeah. He's trying to tell me to get out of here. That's okay. We'll back up. So they got this shit backed up. They haven't seen me in a while. So let's go give them what they want. Go keep an eye on them.
So there's the proof right there that I was never there to record, because you could see me setting up my apparatus. So let's move along. Let me make sure that there's audio. All right. All right. Now, I want you guys to pay attention. As soon as I turn this corner, you're going to see the world's best canine cop attack an officer. Watch him attack these officers, ladies and gentlemen. Right here. I want you to watch, and I want you to listen to him. He's like, roll, 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 real loud.
You know, you're on private property.
Right here. See him backing up with his hand? He backed up with his arms like this. Moving on. I'm not going to sit there and say, keep an eye on this cop right here, because I go and stand 10 feet from him and 10 feet from him.
So they got the dog going around the car. Dog's only got an attitude problem.
He's barking at them other officers.
I had to put mine down for doing that. Sounds like you're being a little disobedient.
See how I'm standing next to the officer? You see how he didn't indicate? This dog did not indicate at all. Now, once the dog sees the guy inside the car, watch what he does.
See that? He's attacking.
He lunged at him.
I think I see him going after the cops over there. Those 2 cops standing there, see them? On the other side? Parking lot? Pizza King parking lot?
I got to get this right, guys. I got it all lined up like I should.
Me too. I got it on video that that cop, he turned down the cop.
Now they go off that PC, so ladies and gentlemen. They go off that PC and literally off those false indications. Now they're going to say that that dog indicated that there was drugs in his car, and now they violate his Fourth Amendment right. That is what I caught. They know I caught it. They wanted to do it anyways. So they did it, and now they're going to have to pay the price of looking bad, of following a false indication, and violate this man's Fourth Amendment right because they come up empty. It's all good. So the dog latched out at a couple officers over there, and then he latched out at the door, which is a sign of disobedience. It's not a sign of obedience; it's a sign of disobedience. My Presa Canario, I had to teach him at a very young age not to do that. Tear them little German shepherds up, eat them for lunch. But I know disobedience when I see it. So they went off a disobedient dog to get this guy to violate this guy's Fourth Amendment right. They used a disobedient dog to do so. Don't come over here giving me no directives. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I don't want to talk. Don't talk to me.
What's your name?
I don't want no consensual contact with you.
What's your name, sir?
As long as I stay 10 feet from you, I'm good.
What's your reason to be out here?
That's just one. According to the chief, I was trying to make myself a part of this, and I was eager to make myself part of this. In the same paragraph, he contradicts himself. That is how that's how stupid they think the public is, and they continue to just say things, and they do it with impunity, and y'all let them get away with it. I don't. I'm going to get my protections. PTFO, sucker.
What's that mean?
Figure it out. That means you already know better. Call your chief and ask him. He knows what it means.
Are you here to go to Pizza Hut? You buying a pizza? Is
Maybe.
that what you're doing?
I answered that question because I wasn't going to Pizza Hut, but he said, you got to go get a pizza. And I said, maybe. I just didn't want to answer him because I don't owe him nothing. Remember, they are not the arbitrators. Houston B. Hill says that they are not the arbitrators of the First Amendment. Maybe.
All right. What's your name?
None yet.
Also, in the city of Wyandotte, we have an alley use regulate.
I don't give a shit.
All right.
I'm out in the alley. I'm on private property, dickhead.
Just in the alley.
It doesn't matter. Here, I'll step at it again. Watch this.
Yeah.
Go back out. When you threaten me to put charges on me, which would be $500 or $100, that's extortion. So when you're extorting me, I have every right to cuss you out and redress you. And you're the one supposed to stay professional in the face of verbal challenge, according to Houston B. Hill. Step in it again. Go back out. Watch it. You see that? Get a good look at that tyrant. Steve, you should never put your expectations out on us. A good citizen is a person that is a steward. You should call them stewards, not citizens. You're the citizen that is in your duty. How about that? Why don't you be the citizen in your duty? I got a fucking 2-year law degree against your little 6 months.
You're in violation of.
No, I'm not. And I do not owe any reply to this guy and his little rant running his mouth. I got $1,000 to his his $1,000 that says that I do. And those of you that know what I mean, fine. Those of you that don't, I don't care. Because the chief, his word is as good as something that I wipe my butt with. Ordinance is an infringement. I'm in a constitutionally protected activity, homie. Go on with your game. I'm the press. Get out of here.
You're the press. You have a press ID?
I sure do, but I'm not showing your tyrant ass.
No?
And you ain't gonna put your hands on me either.
All right,
Look up State versus Mobley. I'll defend myself. Yeah, Adam Denlinger. Say it right. You see that? He's not saying my name right for one reason, and I'm gonna show you. You see this right here? Let me make sure this is working right. Maybe I can give them the benefit of a doubt. Maybe they won't try to pull me over and look for me and cop Reeves on me. I got 19 cameras in my truck.
Adam Denlinger.
There he is.
Look at this guy.
What's going on?
Should I say Dumblinger?
Oh, there you go. There, get some more bullshit, moron. So, you know, when they call me out my name, I'm going to reply in a derogatory way. That was their chief. And that's the same guy that you see here swearing the canine officer in. You guys see that? And there's his father. Look at that. You got some nepotism on the force. Isn't that nice? Isn't that beautiful? And look at here. They're got a picture together. Look at this. This is also a historic day for Wyandotte Police Department. Tyler joins his father, Detective Ken Grout, who is 20 years plus of violating people's rights, and now his brother Ice, which was the dog that you seen violating the guy in the truck, his rights. You see, they're just one happy tyrannical family. So the veteran obviously assigned to the canine division, right? Yeah. We got your number, man. Back to the video. That's why he called me out my name, and that's why I started treating them all like crap, because they're all standing there watching these guys committing tyranny. You're literally warring against your constitutional oath every time you violate my constitutional rights. You fucking moron. It doesn't matter, you pignoramus. You can't ticket me. Pignoramus. You see, the ordinance that they would give me going in and out while I'm in a constitutionally protected activity, that's not how it works. The Constitution says, Section 6, Clause 2, any state law that affects a federal law supersedes all state law. Read it for yourself. You fucking drew an oath to it. And by the way, the F word is constitutionally protected as well. Which means it can't be a disturbance. It can't be vulgar to you. It cannot be any type of an obstructed manner to you at all. You guys cannot be the arbitrators of the First Amendment, let alone be the complainants, unless I threatened you. And that's what's missing out of your whole statement against me. And that's why your prosecutor's not going to prosecute this. I promise you they are going to dismiss this case. I don't even want no money for an attorney. I know they're not. I know they're not. Because I read Houston v. Hill all the way through, and I wrote a brief up for it. When I give that to the judge, she ain't going to have no choice once I read that out on the record but to find me not responsible. And they don't want that, so they're going to dismiss this. He wants to play his little game. I'm going to play his little game. It's all about the ordinance. That's what Houston v. Hill talks about. It's overbroad, it's underbearing, and it's not substantive. There's one thing missing: the threats. You got to have the threatening manner. Without the threatening manner, all the rest of the stuff is surface issue. That is the root issue that makes it a crime. That's what makes it against the law. That's what makes it finable. Sorry about that. My throat's all stripped, so I got to raise my voice when a tyrant approaches me. Tyrants don't like to be approached. They hate it. They don't like the law either. For some reason, I'm going to win. I'm not worried about
8301, any state legislator, any judicial,
I am not bragging. I'm telling the truth. I swear to God to strike me dead. I know what they're going to do. They have no other choice, because if they did, they're proving to me that they're a kangaroo court. And when old boy takes his case, he's just going to name them all. And they all had a right to set the record straight, and they never did. And that's going to be on them. I'm going to
elective officer.
And just to let you Wyandotte cops know, both my children, from kindergarten to 12th grade, graduated from Roosevelt High. You understand that? From Taft School Elementary to 12th grade in Roosevelt High, graduated. You know, all their friends are there. And guess who's going to join us? And you say, I don't have no pool. I have the millennials. Has to obey the supreme law of the land. And wars against his constitutional oath. When he ladies and gentlemen, I don't need no help from y'all. Help is here. Help is coming. I'm good. Thank you for your help. Takes to support it. Aaron V. Cooper.
That's right, treason. It carries 5 years. Keep fucking with me, man. No. Right now I'm in protest. I don't like it when somebody gives me an unlawful order using the law to try to use prior restraint against the press. You can't do that. One arm guy out here that don't pose a threat to nobody. I got all their commanding officers on the record stating that they know that I'm not a threat.
So most of you seen this. So, they go ahead and they close it out. And I asked this guy for a comment right here. And this is what he said. He's too scared to say anything.
Don't let these people fear you.
Nah, man,
Or don't be scared of them.
that's a probation violation right there.
Well, no, not real. Not when you're engaged in a constitution.
You see that? Not while you're engaged in a constitutionally protected activity yet. Their whole thing is over. They conducted their traffic stop. They told him he can leave. They were code 4. They were done. Okay. The only reason why they were there is to listen to me. They wanted to entertain me. So I said, hey, why don't you follow me over here? I was talking to this guy right here, telling him to follow me over there. Now listen.
Constitutionally protected activity. Right now you're assembling because they're done with their stop. Yeah. Come on over here for a minute.
Now, he keeps on saying Adam Denlinger. And I'm trying to speed this up so you guys will see.
Come here.
That's not my name. It's not my name, Judge.
Back here, sir.
Not my name.
Sir, come here.
Hey, calm down.
You're obstructing.
I'm obstructing.
I'm
I'm not
obstructing.
taking that.
This is for you, sir.
I'm not taking
Yeah,
that.
right. Now, do you see how he's handing me this with his left hand, with his right hand to my left hand? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm an amputee, and I'm holding a camera pole with my right. Do you see this? This is my right. This is my left. Okay, so I'm holding that pole with about $2,000 worth of equipment in one hand, and the other hand he's trying to hand it to me. You see how he's looking down at my hand, knowing damn well I don't have a hand. You don't think that's disrespectful? They're playing a game with you, Judge, and they brought you into it. Judge, you need to dismiss this.
Okay, you're not?
No, I ain't taking that. I didn't obstruct nobody. Look at you, shaking like Don Knotts.
You're not obstructing anything?
No, I ain't obstructing nothing.
No, I'm trying to give you your citation.
For what?
For use regulated and disruptive behavior.
Looking it up. Constitutionally protected. Use a constitutionally protected activity and turn it into a crime. I don't give a damn what you do. I'm gonna show up and make all y'all. Give me your name and badge number. Give me your name and badge number, fool.
So he decided not. None of them decided not to, and I cussed at him a little more. So let's get out of here. I'm not doubting that. I'm not saying that I didn't. No big deal. I cussed at him a little more and told him what tyrants I thought they were. So now that you guys seen all that, now I'm going to show you something else. You guys see this? Not to exceed $500. He already has this is his rant. I'm not going to read this, but he says so right here. Excuse me. He says, hence, comma, my rant right now, in parentheses. See that? Because he supports 100% free speech, right? But he already has a predetermined out date. Check it out. Look at this. Open case, 4-9, right? Open case, $250. That's the balance. They've already found me guilty. $115 balance. Just like the chief said right there, not to exceed $500 the counts altogether in cost. They already have it. In this, he's telling me, and this, Your Honor, this is a violation of my first, my fourth, my fifth, my seventh, and my 14th Amendment. And I will be suing these officers in their individual capacity for what they did. Because what they did, it shows. Now, let's look at what they accused me of. All right? any person whose conduct that causes disruption in good order, health, and safety, welfare, or peace of the public, including law enforcement. That wasn't there before because law enforcement's not allowed to be the subjects or complainants of disorderly conduct and disturbing the peace. Number one, unless you threaten them, you can't disturb a peace officer's peace. That's why they can't be the subjects of the complaints of disorderly. And the only reason why they have in the past is because you made a deal and you didn't get an attorney to fight that for you. Now, read this. Disturbs the welfare and the peace in the public. They're trying to say in public. That's what they're used the public as the complainant, but you have to have a complainant. If you cannot, especially if it's a misdemeanor, you got to have somebody, let alone this. And I'll use it in this too, because my brief is going to demand it. Because the police officer's taking that. He's being the complainant. So, of the city of Wyandotte, including but not limited to being loud, boisterous, quarrelsome, vulgar, threatening, or disruptive. You see that threatening? That's got to be in there. Or none of this means nothing because Houston B. Hill's very specific on this. Which the police determines not to be criminal in nature is responsible for municipal infraction subject to a fine to exceed not $500 of the count of cost. There it is. Now, let's look up this word boisterous. Ready? Bam. Let's even pronounce it.
Boisterous.
A person, event, or behavior. Noisy, energetic, cheerful. Ooh, big whippy. Maybe even rowdy. But not criminal. Let's look up the next word. Quarrelsome.
Quarrelsome.
Given to characterized by quarrelsome, a moody or quarrelsome man. A moody man. Ooh, I'm moody. That's not criminal. Vulgar.
Vulgar.
Lacking sophistication or good taste. Unrefined. Oh my God, they're narcissists. They say I don't fit their criteria to be who I am. Not criminal. Disruptive.
Disruptive.
Tending to cause disruption. Sorry. That's all in Houston v. Hill. It says, if a man is running beside a cop that's chasing somebody down and talks about the sun, is he going to arrest him for it because of his free speech? Free speech has to be protected at all costs. You guys are fucked. Go ahead and take this. I will make you change that law. Now, this is where Philip Turner and Lieutenant Driver literally charged this guy with loitering on a sidewalk. All right. So the loitering issue that they're saying that I'm doing, this right here says that constitutionally protected activity, Philip T. Turner versus Driver, done, over with. This is all over, ladies and gentlemen. And that's that. So I'm not worried about none of this no more. I have absolutely no quarrelsome, no worries. I'm going to win this. I'm going to be victorious. And I'm happy. I'm happy to know, again, I was right and they're wrong. And I get to spank them in their own place. And if they railroad me, all that means is 8 months from now, I'm going to take it to an appellate's court, and then I'm going to sue them, and I'm going to put a judicial misconduct on her because I'm going to put something on the record where she could be held accountable. This is what's going to make her liable. Her bond. You're insured. If you make a mistake on purpose, knowingly, just because of your bias, you know what? I don't know you, DeSano. I don't know you. And if I'm saying you're wrong, forgive me. I don't mean to because I know how that feels. But I'm telling you this right now. These people under you, you need to watch them because they're going to get you in trouble. If you care about the Constitution like you say you do, put aside all your biases. Everything I said was a fact. And there's just no way out of it. But the truth, and the truth's going to set me free. And thank you for finding me not responsible in advance. Thank you. Because I just know these cops don't understand it. But when me and this cop, when I get this cop on the stand, I'm going to ask him 7 questions. And that's going to be that. He's got to answer them. Because if they want to play the same game, I'll play the same game too. I know how to do it. I know what conjuncture is all about. I know what facts not entered into evidence is. I know what that means. And they should too. Anyways, I didn't have this. So I'm going to get it ready to go. So any of you have any questions or any comments you would like to make, please make them. Feel free to please make a comment inside the comment section after the live stream's over. Have a great day. God bless. Wolverine's going back quiet, reading the mail for show. See you in the comments. No, you ain't. You ain't going to touch me. You're out of policy. No, I don't have to. Get rid of some of the bias that you have for people with cameras.